Need two scores. Mitchell given away. Ben Smith. Barrett is chasing. He's got Pocock for speed. This is Bowden Barrett. Control this. And the cup is his. It's New Zealand. And it's history. Confirmed. Back-to-back World Cups. Welcome to Twickenham for the 2015 Rugby World Cup final, as the reigning champions New Zealand take on Australia, both seeking to become the first country to win the Cup for a third time. It's all black against the green and gold. Cricket, rugby league, netball, you name it. These two countries always delve that little bit deeper. And here come the Red Arrows displaying overhead. Echoes of Ellis Park, Johannesburg, and that famous final 20 years ago. No New Zealand match, final or otherwise, complete without this, the haka. New Zealand against Australia in the World Cup final. Both sides have reached this point unbeaten, so once again we will have a World Cup winner with an unblemished record. On that basis alone, whoever triumphs today will have every right to say they have been the best in the world, travelling an incredible journey over the last 6 weeks. We've seen so many great games, experienced so many great occasions, and this, we hope, is going to be the best of them all. Can Australia repeat their Twickenham triumph of that year? Or are New Zealand about to enter their greatest ever rugby era, having won back-to-back World Cups, home and away? Foley with the first kick. And Whitelock with the first take. Aaron Smith. Here comes Folau. Oh, what a start for him. This problem with the ankle. We'll have a few more now. Hooper stopped as well. Intensely physical start from the All Blacks. Gitto. Masio picked up that elbow problem against Scotland in the quarter-final. This is the semi-final. Australian scrummage did not go as well in his absence. Charge down on Genia. Certainly early on, New Zealand putting the pressure right on.
They're like velociraptors coming out the line and pinch hitting some of the ball carriers for Australia. Hooper just getting bashed by Conrad Smith, and really they went nowhere, so it had to be the kick, and again pressure on Genia at the breakdown.
And Kieran Reid, what a massive hit, and Folau. Rugby's about setting a standard with your physicality, and the All Blacks have come out and shown real early physicality in this game.
Let's see what the All Blacks can do now with ball in hand. It's Mara Nonu, and he's doing an awful lot. Milner Scudder also involved there off his wing. These are dangerous early times for the Wallabies. Oh, right, not getting in the way there as Smith and Carter tried to connect. Nonu, power yes, creator as well. We saw that for the Bowden Barrett score last week. Good hands there from Conrad Smith. In comes Ben Smith, taken by Milner Scudder. I'm going to say rising star, but he's risen to the top so quickly. There's Coles. Smith, all of this still without the injured Reid. Nonu again, Sarvia. That's a desperate lunge from Matt Giteau.
Brilliant tackle from Giteau.
Does lead to a penalty. It could have been worse for Australia. They were really being stretched on the outside there.
Really dominant from New Zealand. Just the pace and the footwork that all their forwards are putting on the ball. Nonu making a number of significant carries. Great width in their game there. Big worry for New Zealand.
The famous concentrating eyes of Dan Carter, and that famous boot as well. Safe and sure, first 3 points. Reid is going to try and carry on. Prime Minister's happy, John Key.
Adrenaline is pumping for Kieran Reid as we look, just watching him warm up, very tentative on it. And the longer it goes on for him, he's going to get sore. Nigel Owens.
Any problems, he will call.
At the scrum, Quinny doing what he does so well, laying down the law.
Laying down the law for sure, but this is vital for Australia. It's their first opportunity up here. They've got to lock out this scrum.
Well in the middle, please, okay? Crouch. Bind. Set. Hold there.
What a great view of it. And there, with an even better view, right on hand, Nigel Owens goes Australia's way.
Strong position as well.
And it's Owen Franks on the bind from Scott Seo.
On the arm.
What's impressed me most about Australia with their scrum in this tournament is the height. Ledesma has got them really, really low. You can see the body position here, and I think it's penalised for binding on the arm. It's that pressure from Scott Seo coming through, and Owen Franks, he'll not be too happy about it there, but it's an interpretation there. Nigel Owens is right beside it.
And he's going toe-to-toe with Carter. Good solid start. Kind of an oak. She's happy, they're happy. 3 apiece.
It's New Zealand 3, Australia 3.
Really step forward because it's tight. 3 apiece. Carter again. Got a bit high, Nigel Owens, yes. Very similar plays to his first penalty. And also where he was practicing time and time again at warm-up. And they're all going straight through the middle, so no reason to suspect that they would do this time. I know there's pressure. He can cope with pressure, that boy.
I'll be dealing with it differently. Okay, is that fair enough?
Smith to Carter. The ball away to Nonu. Smith again. There's Whitelock in the charge. Australian players there on the wrong side knew exactly what they were doing. Kurandrani, the most obvious. Just trying to subtly get in the way, slow New Zealand down. That's Franks to right lock.
Release, gold! He's gone and ball is good.
Smith, Carter, here's Conrad Smith. Again, there's a bit of space. Top drifted forward, goes out to Kano. For Milner Scudder.
Offside 9.
It does lead to a penalty against Genia. Just wonder whether that pass was forward.
Was it pass okay? Offside 9 here, yeah?
Referee wants to ask the question.
Quite a mile forward.
It's a mile forward, and it's a terrible, terrible decision from Nigel Owens and Wayne Barnes on the far side. Pass is way forward. It gives New Zealand have a chance, an opportunity here with a penalty. It should have been scrum to Australia. You can see him with the width here, and Adam Ashley Cooper and Mitchell just getting caught up. It's a mile forward. It's a terrible, terrible decision. It shouldn't happen at this level.
Kick from Carter, really putting the knife in. Australia knowing that was forward, but it is New Zealand at the moment in attack with the numbers out wide. The Aussie defence is huge, but it's tiring and it's giving New Zealand space at the crucial time.
Maybe Michael Checker could play. Whitelock. It's Kano. Aaron Smith. Milner Scudder, what a ball! And Coles has hurt Australia in the air with his pace, as Dane Coles. Milner Scudder again. It's a little shimmy to keep the defence guessing. Carter, Nonu. No obstruction made there. Franks. Smith, Milner Scudder again. Australia need to get to half-time here with no more damage. Reid, Kano. Under 2 minutes for the All Blacks to get something. It will be typical of them, the world champions, to score now.
Lost now,
Pocock
lost now.
tries to deny them the opportunity and can't on that occasion. Aaron Smith. Conrad Smith, Aaron Smith, here it comes, McCall, Milner Scudder. Absolutely typical. New Zealand skills at their best when it matters most.
Utter class. The continuity, the ball handling skills from New Zealand. Conrad Smith was everywhere, winning ball in the rucks, and then the moment, didn't panic, just kept the ball alive, straight running, and then the offload. That is perfect timing. McCaw knows that Milner Scudder's in. Brilliance from New Zealand.
And it's Dean Mum for Australia, cutting 6s and 7s. He didn't know which way to go. The pass just beats him. Little overs line from Conrad Smith. Brilliant execution, as you say, Andy, from New Zealand.
Looking now for a lead. 16-3 at half-time. And Dan Carter, at last, in a World Cup final, producing his very best. And there was a little smile from Carter there, which was quite revealing. And they were certainly smiling after that interplay. McCall with the scoring pass to Milner Scudder. 8 tries in 8 internationals now for New Zealand's new wing star. Half-time, New Zealand 16, Australia 3. No side has ever lost to leading at half-time in a final. officials out there now, and Nigel Owens, the referee,
There go you.
to start this second half of the Rugby World Cup
Left or right
final.
there?
New Zealand 16, Australia 3.
And then you're good to go.
If ever Australia required the first score of a second period, it is now. Carter kicks off. Whitelock nearly on the end of that. Foley. It's Ben Smith.
Stay back.
Foley again. Israel Folau was meant to stay out there as long as he could to get through any problems with that ankle, but of course Beale already on, Matt Tamua. Nick Phipps, the other back replacements for Australia. Carried by Keppel, he really meant that, didn't he? Genia. There's Hooper. Foley. Needs a bounce here, nearly got it.
Release goal.
Richie McCaw there again. Aaron Smith right out to Savia. Smith again. It's big Joe Moody. It was rather surreal to be in the World Cup final. Watch the start of the tournament back home. It's the halfway line. Kano gets it back to Smith and Carter, and then Sonny Bill Williams looks for one of those offloads. Finds Milner Scudder. It's almost high again from Kepu. Sonny Bill Williams to Nonu now. Nonu finds a way through, steps. Oh, Nonu might go and score here. Mitchell with a tackle. Nonu! The All Blacks are on their way to a very special place in World Cup history. And a very special player scores their second try of the final.
Absolutely sublime rugby from New Zealand. Inspirational half-time substitutions. Sonny Bill Williams, 2 touches, 2 offloads. The step from Nonu, but not only that, he is a big unit, but he's got the pace to get over.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. Doesn't Sonny Bill Williams make it look easy? Keeps the ball alive. 8th offload by New Zealand. Still none from Australia. And that is just beautiful rugby.
Taking off Smith after what he'd just done before half-time, and then the man who comes on does that.
It's remarkable, absolutely remarkable to have that strength and depth, but also World Cup final, the courage to make that sort of a decision, you know, when other people would say no. Phenomenal.
Oh, he's human. He's missed one. But it's 21-3, and this is starting to look like a game too far.
Are you keeping those
for
tackles
Australia.
down? Release back, release now, don't touch.
There's Hooper. Foley. Here's Beale again. Folau. There's Nonu in defence, straight back to his feet. Genia. Fardy. Genia again. Foley. Oh, might be some space here for Foley. Goes on one of those jinking runs. It is starting to open up a bit. And for Australia, that is good news. Genia again to Adam Ashley Cooper. They were calling outside. Ashley Cooper goes on, determined to get something on this attack. Australia have to get something here. They know that. Mitchell, a little bit of a tip there. Crowd don't like it. Genia looks at the try line, so does Adam Ashley Cooper.
You're too short, I can't allow the crawling. We have a foul play flag back here. Time out.
So it's no try, because there's more than one movement.
15 black lifting the player on the
This is for the potential tip.
Do we need to check? Are we going to adjust the penalty, or are we going to go with...
Let's have a look.
You want to have a look, do you?
Yes,
okay. Sean?
Okay, Nigel, I've listened to what you
heard
guys
the
said.
conversation?
Yes.
Just give us a look then, please, on
Okay, it's gonna come.
on the tackle by 15 Black.
Here, he's lifting the leg. Oh, there it is, dangerous. So take it back. That is.
Okay.
There's
He's only
no
going to
way.
give a wider one.
No way he's in control of the player, is he? I mean that. The letter of the law.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
It's not a marginal adjustment. You've risen quite high above the horizontal and he's gone down the shoulder. And there is a yellow card offence, okay?
Lucky.
Off you go, please. Thank you.
Could have been
Let him
red.
go off and I'll put the time on, okay?
Notice
Okay.
the language that Nigel used.
Time on.
Fell on his shoulder and he didn't think it was malicious, so
New Zealand number 15.
letter of the law.
Huh?
First ever card in a World Cup final. Yellow or red.
Come on, keep it up!
It is 10 minutes for Australia to work with here.
Next up, Hughes will!
Pocock. And Pocock! What a way to start that Simbin period.
Brilliant work from Australia. They had to score there. Pocock very strong at the back of the maul. They withstood the pressure from the All Blacks coming through. You can see how composed they are. Trying to get through. McCaw sneaking up the side. If he didn't score there, Pocock yellow card for McCaw, but brilliant work and a great reaction from Australia. Gives them a lifeline.
And is that 2 points? Yes, it is. Everyone matters now for Australia. 21-10.
Set! Hughes, go back.
Kenya. Adam Ashley Cooper. 4 tries he scored in the knockout stages, that hat-trick in the semi-final.
Genia missed a gap there,
Inside boys.
and that's why Foley went back inside, because it was huge.
Australia need more tries, but it's New Zealand again on the attack with Miller Scudder.
Okay.
Mitchell's hurt. Here's Sonny Bill Williams.
Back now, get out! Play on, that's fine. From behind.
Ball was
play.
free for Holmes to take. Mum, Australia still believing here. I don't think we've ever seen an Australian sports team give up. Foley, again with no Smith. There's a lot of ground for Milner Scudder to cover. Digs deep and he makes it,
Keep coming.
but it's still in.
Okay, all on.
Here goes Curtly Beale.
No, all on.
Score now for Australia, and it gets very interesting indeed. The core goes sprawling all over the top. Kenya. Oh, there might be a bit of space in behind here. There is. And it's back into Australian hands. And it's Coradrani! Game on! 5 weeks in a row, Australia have played here at Twickenham. And they love it because they win here. And they are still not out of contention.
Bit of a kicking tennis match going on, and unbelievable no cover back in that left-hand corner for New Zealand. Julian Sevilla in the midfield, huge space. Kenya exploited that, and fantastic effort from Australia.
They need a cheeky 3 points here.
Very congested there in midfield as New Zealand try and find a way through. Smith feeds to Kano.
Let it go.
Smith again. Carter goes for the drop goal. Dan Carter! What a kick! He did it against South Africa, and he's done it again in the final.
The timing happened in the semi-final, and here we go again. Beautiful technique. He knew it. Soon as he'd made contact, you watch his body language here. It was, I know I've got this, straight through the middle. What timing. And Carter earned that. New Zealand didn't get any go forward. Brilliant, brilliant play from the legend All Black number 10.
And that could be a vital penalty.
Goal, all to your knees. All to your knees.
And referee Nigel Owen saying goal, all to your knees. We'll have to see it again, but could be a crucial penalty to give away. See the pressure from Slipper, from Holmes. Yeah, I think it's on the far side.
Forget this a minute now, okay? So don't take too long.
And it's on the edge for Carter. One of these rejected in the first half, very similar distance. He looked straight at McCall. McCall looked back. There was a little nod between the two. This to take New Zealand beyond that try and conversion mark. Dan Carter knows he's right on the edge here. And this would be the moment if this goes over. Carter for New Zealand. Oh, it's going to be close. It's there. Carter has done it. Is that a kick to win the World Cup? To beat the neighbour, the great rival, all in one glorious go. Is that the moment to be treasured forever for Carter and New Zealand?
Unbelievable. Right on his limit, but how wrong was I? It sailed through. He knew it was over, just like the drop goal.
What a kick again. Two from the boot of the man that missed the final cruelly 4 years ago. And with 5 minutes left on the clock, is there now too much for Australia to do? That brave recovery from 21-3 to 21-17. But Carter just might have had the final say. And it's now just over 2 minutes.
World champion defence. And not...
Need two scores. Mitchell, given away. Ben Smith. Barrett is chasing. He's got Pocock for speed. This is Bowden Barrett, control this. And the cup is his. It's New Zealand. And it's history. Confirmed. Back-to-back World Cups.
World-class defence. Australia throwing everything at them. Not even the fantastic Drew Mitchell can break that defence. And then who is it that's tracking back? It's Pocock, but even he can't stop Bowden Barrett going over for what is deserved the winning try and retaining Rugby World Cup.
Sonny Bill Williams still looking to play. The All Blacks still the kings of world rugby. Is this the greatest ever era, even for New Zealand? Well, it feels like it right now. The magnificent McCall and Carter and the rest keep their hands on the Rugby World Cup.
Well, for me, the best team has won it comfortably in the final. Australia gallant to get back and make a game of it, but by far the best team in this tournament through the whole squad, the depth of squad, the star players, the talent, the glorious Dan Carter at 10. They thoroughly deserve it. They've been far the best team in this tournament, and they had the composure and the freshness and sharpness, as you said, Quinny, the sharpness in this final to win.
We said 4 years ago that you know, we'll get on the road again, and with this being the end goal of playing here at Twickenham in a World Cup final, to try and do something no one else has done. And you know, I'm so proud of the way the guys have done that today. You know, we played some damn good rugby there. We lost a bit of momentum in the second half, but we kept our composure, and you know, we came home strong, which has been a hallmark of this team for the last 4 years.
Once again, handsome by Graham Henley before him. They've made all the right decisions.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll now present the Webb Ellis Cup to Richie McCaw.
It's never been about him, never will be, if he's got anything to do with it. But he gets this chance to do something now that nobody else has done, to hold on to a second World Cup, a third cup for his nation, a first on overseas soil.